So I don't know if this is just pure luck or what actually happened, but I went into my local GameStop and I had to check out the retro games. Never did I think they were going to have so many GameCube games there, complete in the boxes. And you may ask, what about the cases? Well, they had a big box game. I cannot believe this. They had this one complete. This is so insane. Going into GameStop Retro and seeing what they had. And this one wasn't even a retro store. They just carried these games because someone traded them in. This is Mario Party 6. This microphone bundle big box, of course, it had the game as well. This thing is minty. This is like just so insane to find it with everything. The booklets, the paperwork. This disc is pristine. It doesn't even look resurfaced. And it just like feels new. Like something feels different about this GameCube case. This is just so crazy to me. And I'm just so shocked because right here, it has the microphone bundle still in the bag. And this box is not completely crushed. I have seen, crazy things like that over the years. But this is in very great shape, and I'm super thrilled to add it into the collection. So all you have to do is go to your GameStops. If you don't see retro games, if it's not a retro store, don't be afraid to ask. They printed out a list, and boy, did I clean up at this local GameStop. This was like meant to be. And finding this game, just a classic. You're battling the sun and the moon. I just love the strategy of this. You have different mini games based on that. Some of them are obviously much better than others, and some I felt like I was pretty unlucky with. But I love how the day to night, the structures just in the mini games are different. I love the mazes. I love basketball. I love the combat. I love the variety. This is a fantastic game, and that's not all, because they also had Mortal Kombat Deception. This is a fantastic game. One that I absolutely loved. Now, I played a lot of these back in the day on the PlayStation 2, and it's insane because the Nintendo GameCube version has exclusive playable characters like Goro and Shao Kahn. These are two of like my favorites. I would have loved, to have this version back then. And then it's really cool because it even comes with this card here, this Scorpion. This is so cool. I'm just like shocked that someone traded in all of these like pristine games, registration cards, like all this stuff is like in here. It's just insane. These discs look immaculate. Like I just still am shocked. I can't believe it. And they got this in, it looks like a couple days ago, because of course they print these like pre-owned stickers to put on the games. But this is such a fun one. I love the gore in this game. I love this fighting style. It's just so much fun. You have the different combo breakers. You have the fatalities. I just love the look of it, having these exclusive characters, starting out with 20 characters in this game. The puzzle combat and this like chess combat, those aren't really too fun, but of course, this is definitely a great addition, and finding these for like closer to loose prices as opposed to in the case or in the big box, it's just crazy. And then we have Carmen Sandiego, The Secret of the Stolen Drums. This is one that I knew absolutely nothing about, and I'm sure back in the day I would have loved this. I love Carmen Sandiego, but sadly this one's not like the best game. This is a 3D adventure game. You have some platforming. I like the style of like how it looks because it's kind of modeled after the cartoon, but it's definitely not a good game. I feel like it's kind of bland, but once again, finding these complete and everything like so clean, I could not pass up on these, adding them into the set, going for the full set of GameCube games. This is a great way because this one I had no idea existed. This is a super uncommon game, but it's still pretty cheap. I found a lot of these for like less than $6 or something, and with the pro membership deals, you can't beat it. Smashing Drive. This is another fun one. Definitely reminds me of like Crazy Taxi from the look, but it's not necessarily that type of game. But it is like an arcade racer. You have different things as you're going around. Of course, you have these like crazy power-ups. You have different things like a monster truck or like different parts that you can attach where you cut through the different paths. And it's definitely not Crazy Taxi, but it still has that like challenge with time and you're going up against people. So this one is definitely a fun one that I'll have to play with some of my friends and see if they really enjoy it, because it's an inexpensive game, but I still love Crazy Taxi. I love that rush and I love that feel. Now on to, we have this 4x4 Evo 2, and this one's kind of like an off-road style where you can like take your car or your vehicle off-road, so that part can be pretty fun. But I would probably play this like multiplayer, just different racing modes in this game. And it has officially licensed vehicles, which is probably pretty cool to see that back in the day. And once again, everything is complete in here. This one has like a different type of instruction booklet. Feels like the paper's a little bit different, so that's definitely something to note. And then on to Tom Clancy. Love these games, but I would much rather play them on the original Xbox, where I played them all growing up. We have Rainbow Six 3, squad-based counter-terror. So this one is definitely a fun one. I remember it being a little bit challenging back then, but of course I would much rather play it on a different platform. I just feel like it would play a lot better on the Xbox, but still, this is a fun one to have back in the collection. And, you know, I love the level variety, I love the teamwork of this, and just a lot of those games are so much fun. Then on to this one. Not really too sure why I picked it up, but when you're going for the full set, you have to get these games. So this one right here was Journey to the Purple Planet. This is Dora the Explorer. So of course, Nickelodeon had this back in the day. This definitely plays the same way as how the episodes are. So of course, where are you going? You have to like help these out of space creatures or objects or whatever get back to where they're going. And of course, someone that Dora knows has some sort of, you know, spaceship or something, a rocket ship that you need to go ahead and blast off. So probably will never play this, but I had to pick it up. So a lot of these games were like less than $10, and a bunch of them I think were like $6 or something. But this one was a little bit more expensive, obviously. And then of course, this one, the big bundle, was even more expensive. But still, I did not pay over $100 like these big box games go for. You know, finding it with this cool little, you know, little bag here that has the original microphone. It doesn't even look like it's been used. And then this game case, just something about it, just so clean, so pretty. This is just so awesome to find. And finding all of this for like probably even the price of what this would go for complete, I still got all of these for. So it is just so insane, and you can find those deals. I know people hate on GameStop all the time. You know, we found bad experiences before, we found terrible deals, we found fake games, but I'm gonna keep taking you guys on this journey because I walked into not even a GameStop retro store and found retro games. They were gonna ship them to another store, which they said that they do, you know, several times throughout the month, and they'll hold all of their trades. But I asked to see what they had, and of course they did not disappoint. This was a fantastic deal, and adding more GameCube games, getting closer to that complete set, finding some great titles and great additions, just odd things, and still in shock. Would you guys have picked up all of these games? And do you guys find those deals at your local GameStop? I want to know in the comments down below. And of course, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out all of my other videos. Stay tuned for more.